hopefully the windscreen's in its happy place. Hatea River looking this beautiful brown as always. Going pretty slow. Who's this? Bike coming. Now it's a bit quieter because you've got the tailwind going down. Mr. Seagull. See if that works in the software. Hope so. So let's talk about the carpoo ride, just in case I do publish a video. Not sure if I will or I won't yet. More of an experimental ride. So we've got the carpoo ride here, which I'm still mucking around with. Do not try this at home. It worked alright, but I was having some issues while it was linking to the Cardo. I've gone with the BT trans method and linked the Cardo to the carpoo ride and the phone to the carpoo ride. Last week I had no voice coming through, but I've deleted everything and repaired everything up. So far so good. It gave me directions to Wanganui. We'll see what happens when we get closer to Wanganui. Music, still haven't tried that today. Probably won't. I don't actually have music on very often at all when I'm riding. I don't know why. I think it detracts from motorcycling maybe. Mind you, as I've got on, I don't have music on in the car very often either. Used to have it. So as we get older, we've got to concentrate on more stuff, so everything's a distraction. No, you've got to get up and go when you want it, hasn't it, baby? It's got a little bit of get up and go when we want it to. Not bad for an old bike, we've got 70,000 kilometres on it. 71. Temperature today, it says 15 degrees Celsius, which is amazing for the middle of winter. That must make some overseas countries very jealous. We don't really get snow here at all. You might get the occasional every few years, but very seldom. It does get cold, don't get me wrong. During the day, probably down to about 4 will be the minimum winter. But 15 today, it's most pleasant. Almost perfect temperature really. Another couple of degrees might be alright, but happy with 15. Hopefully this voice will come out better. I'm trying to talk a little bit clearer. Waverley Racecourse on the right. The sun's warm even. You must be sweltering in that jacket with that liner. Just right. Just Goldilocks. Not quite sure why everybody's on the go slow today. Just seems slower than normal. There's some bikes over there. Always bikes there, eh? Every time we come through. Where are they? In the calf, maybe. Ducati? Yeah, they're in the calf. Let's talk about brake feathering again, shall we? Which I did a whole spiel on last week and wasn't recording. So obviously a lot of, well, we see it on YouTube, people advocate feathering the brakes all the time in town, etc., which is fine. I accept what they're saying, and sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Well, I don't stress too much about it though, because my thoughts are, I can get my fingers to the brake faster than a driver in a car can get their foot to the brake. They don't feather their brakes when you drive around town in the car. So personally, I don't see a lot of difference in it. Each to their own. As I say, sometimes I'll be close to the brakes or covering them. You're not feathering the brakes, you're covering the brakes, my bad. But I've never had an issue. Touch wood. I've got the airbag, we'll be right. Famous last words. Would break my arms. Now that was passed. Very nice of them. Can't see. If you can't see, don't go. Feels like it's cooled down a little bit. No, it's still the same. Still 15, but it feels a bit cooler. Coming down into the valley, into Waitotara, which is just a small village that we're going to pass through. There's a road off to the left, up that way, when you cross the bridge. We've been down it once, but we never got to the end. Must do that again. It's a lovely bit of road. That's where we saw deer and we saw goats. The deer just flashed across the road, not a big thing to Americans, I guess, because they've got deer roaming around all the time. Ours are pretty well hidden. Legal to shoot them over here, pretty much any time. They are a pest in the what are they called? The national, it's not a national park. what's it called? The hills, dockland, conservation land. Not native to New Zealand. That was Waitotoa. Hotel burned down there not so long ago. Yeah, we came down, well, it was a week later we came down, wasn't it? Or a few days. It was still smoke. Yeah, it was still smouldering, wasn't it? I never used the radio on my Goldwing at all. I cut the CB area off, got rid of that. But that's just crazy. I don't need a CB radio for years, especially in this country. And I hated two aerials on the boot of my bike. It looked like a ponce. So we're only going down today to do a little grocery shop for the weekend, to get through the weekend before the rain comes. It's due to rain tomorrow, I think. And then we'll head home and plant our bums on the couch and put our feet up. See if we can find a mini-series to watch. Harpy ride is still miles out on Google Maps with the speed. It's definitely cooling down 1 degree. You can feel it. I can feel it on the up the sides, on the top of my shoulders. But I still have no liner with my jacket. It's just a t-shirt and my jacket on. I've got my sweatshirt in the boot. There's some raindrops. I don't think that's going to come to anything. Let's hope not. The worst we can happen is we get wet going home. I've never actually ridden this bike in the rain. Got caught in the rain on my other two a couple of times. Not very pleasant. Water running down in your boots. You got soaked. The first bike, when I got back into riding, which was like 5 years ago now. The Aprilia RS 660. I didn't want to get 1,000 because I hadn't ridden for 20 years. So I was a little bit wary of that, but as nice as that bike is, and was, we discovered pretty quick that not enough grunt for two of us for 2-up riding. So I was looking at selling it to buy something else, and a guy messaged me offering to swap for a Ducati Monster, the 1200 model. It's a couple of years older than the Aprilia was, but it looked in really good condition. And when we went and saw it, it was in really good condition. It looked really, really good. And I had the grunt we needed, so we swapped the Aprilia for that. No regrets at all. Sorry too, Aprilia riders, but I could manage that Monster faster through winding roads than I could with the Aprilia. So we had to do Ducati for a while, which is good. But once again, I was starting to struggle on Bondi lights. Just getting a sore arms, bashed around. So as much as I love that bike, I have just been corrected. As much as we love that bike, we traded it on this Goldwing last Easter. Best thing we ever did. Love it to bits. Shelter, upright, comfortable, smooth, fast enough. Wow. is any bike really ever fast enough? I don't think any bike is. Nah, this is right. So I'll hang on to this for the next couple of years till retirement, and then I'm planning to treat myself to a new one. Whatever's around at that time, we'll see. 2 years away, not long now. All the research I've done seems to show Goldwing's 200, 300, 400,000. Well, they're talking miles, we talk kilometres here. It's a lot of kilometres. And no issues, they just keep on going. The way this goes, I'd probably believe it. And you put your brakes on, man. You don't need to be braking on these corners. They've got passing lanes on the wide corners. That's my head at New Zealand drivers. They ride their brakes constantly. Probably my biggest bugbear when I'm out driving or riding. Probably not so much riding because it doesn't really affect me as much. Zip, zip, get past. But drive. Let's save that conversation for another day. New Zealand drivers. Good grief. All I'll say is, there's a reason that New Zealand doesn't have many world-class drivers in racing motorsports. We're going to get stuck behind that tanker on my favourite bit of road. Can we get past? Yes or no? I don't think we're going to. Didn't quite make that. Yeah, well now we're going to be held up big time down here. Might have to do something a little bit dodgy, which I may or may not put in the video. Past the bugger on the yellows. I don't know if we're going to have enough room. Fucking hell, yeah we have. Not ideal, but I'm not sitting behind him for the next 5 kilometres. He said, not ideal, but I'm not going to sit behind him for the next 5 kilometres. Far out. Cars are bad enough down here. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? What did I just say? What did I just say about New Zealand drivers? No indicator. He hasn't turned in, he's still on the road, that's why. Maybe he's just letting me past. I think perhaps he was letting me past. Blue sky, sun shining. Train tracks down there on the left. I don't know what trains go on there anymore, if any. I think you get the odd Fonterra Dairy Company trains use it. Pretty sure I saw the other day they're talking about restarting a passenger line up to Taranaki. We nearly didn't come out on the bike today. Weather wasn't looking good, but man, I'm glad we did because it's awesome. It's probably warmer down here. No, still 15. Yeah, pretty good ride. Every ride's a good ride. So there'll be no video on the way back because the batteries are going flat. Only a couple of kilometres now to Wanganui. So hopefully that front camera lasts until we get to the supermarket. A couple of big houses are up there. Probably didn't get them, but you know, they're still there either way. Let's get the helmet open, get some cool air in here, hot. Still same temperature, it's not going to change much. But it's definitely not cold today, which is good, it's nice. Had some cold days recently, a lot of rain. Honestly, it's not always blue skies and sunshine in winter time, as much as we like to think it is when you look at the videos. Of course, it's normally blue skies and sunshine during the week though, not on the weekend. Finish work Friday. Crap weather for the weekend, typical. This is the start of Whanganui, sorry, my bad. Naughty. The reason I'm swerving is I'm dodging some potholes. Manhole covers that I know are there. Quite deep. Two of them. It's like, is it Pavlov's dog? When you learn after a while, getting smashed every time we ride through them. Speed camera, yeah. Cheeky buggers. Radar won't pick up those either, unfortunately. Not that I advocate speeding, of course. Never really do myself, I don't think. According to Gavin's road rules, I am within the speed limit at all times. I know some other bugger made some different rules and put some signs up. I should start putting my own signs up. The speed limit, 180 kilometres an hour. Wouldn't that be fun? Virginia Lake on the left, Virginia Lake Reserve on the moon. A lot of ducks here, there's an aviary with some parrots and that I quite like going to at times to get some video on. Haven't been there for a wee while now though. Passengers on the Goldwing, I have no idea because I have never ridden this bike on my own. I don't notice the passenger. Sometimes I need to tap, make sure she's still on. I don't feel anything. But I don't know the difference between riding solo and riding with a passenger. So they're definitely made to up these bikes. No issues at all. I don't think there's probably going to be much difference in power. Okay, it's telling me to turn left in 500 metres in Glasgow Street. Where's my pack and save's rocked? Is there another pack and save somewhere? This isn't Glasgow Street, is it? So I don't know where Google Maps, oh no, now it's saying turn right. Now he's saying turn right, yeah. He said turn left. Since when do you not get an arrow? Because there's no cars behind. Is the bike not heavy enough to set the bloody lights off? One thing I do love about the Goldwing, it does not overheat like the Ducati be smoking it up at the moment, sitting there at the lights. The Goldwing just relaxes, doesn't budge. Watch the big bump getting in here. You know, and hack and save and Whanganui. I've got our car park saved for us. I think the passenger's gone to sleep. She doesn't want to get off. And then my cell phone's disconnected, so I've turned it off. Makes sense. Okay. Thanks for joining us for the ride. We're going to do some shopping and go home and relax. We'll see you next time. New Zealand Goldwing Adventures. Over and out.